get voice working on my Hermes Android agent on my phone, on my Android phone. Can I get it going? This is my second take. Can I get it going all on the second take? This is part 2 of the second take. I just ran to the restroom really quick. That's really all that's happened. This is still the second take, if you will. The recording actually broke. I paused it, so this is going to be a part 2. It was long in the tooth anyway, so that's fine. So there's going to be a part 1, and then there's going to be Can I Get It in the Second Take part 2. This is part 2. Anywho, so we're going to continue here. This is a mess. I don't know how much longer we're going to go. We have copied this error message. It said that it just fixed this AI agent issue. Supposedly this was like a 14,000 line or lines of code document, which is insane. Like our context window has been smashed multiple times. Like we're just dealing with an absolute mess. So what I want to do is I'm going to see if Hermes is even installed on here. Otherwise, we're kind of in a mess. Otherwise, we might be able to use this to our advantage. We create a new video right now, really quickly, how to install Hermes on your Android phone. Right? No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, why not? All right. Anyway, yeah. So, but then I'd have to uninstall everything and restart, and then I don't know. People might want to skip around certain parts. Anyway, whatever. Where are we? We'll see. We might do that. Maybe we'll do a streamlined one, and maybe we'll do a raw one. Who knows? What's going on here? The AI agent is now robustly initialized with its configuration, preventing initialization errors, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, right. We don't believe you. So now we're going to just try to see if we can do some Git magic and just like see if the Hermes agent is in Git. And if it is, if it's backed up into Git as well, which I do not think it is, like I'm almost 90% sure that it is not, then then I'll go back. Otherwise, we're kind of screwed and we might have to just like do some whole restore and stuff. So where is the path to the file? What is the path to the file that is having this issue, or where the issue is? It seems like the issue is still happening. I don't want you to do anything with the issue. We're done actually taking like crazy action. I'm switching gears to like a more planning phase, and we're just trying to sort some things out. So this is just a mess. We've compressed twice. We're at 29% already. We're on session 2, or part 2 of, can I get voice working, TTS working on my Android or my Hermes Android agent, basically on my Android phone. What a mess this has been. This is the second take. I did another video yesterday. It didn't turn out properly, or we were unable to do it on the first take. I did leave the session open, and then I just started a new day today. And so I'm like, all right, let's try it on the second take. Let's see if we can just get it done on the second take then. And then, of course, this has been more difficult than I thought. And then we said, well, we'll do a part 1 and part 2 because the part 1 kind of got screwed up. So now we're on part 2 of the same whole deal. So let's see here what's going on. Based on the previous discussion of records in the session history, there are 2 main issue areas we've been tracking. Since you mentioned it feels like the issue is still happening, it's likely one of these. The pathing identity issue. This involves the agent identity files. No, there's no way it involves those files. Absolutely not. Oh no, I think it's so confused now. It doesn't even know what's going on. What did I ask it? I don't think that's correct. I believe it was like it was like some type of pi, like initiate pi, like initiate agent pi or something like that. PY. So I don't know, man. What a mess. It's kind of hard to show videos of other people seeing you struggle. Like videos of people watching you get to struggle through problems is kind of uncomfortable, to be honest. It's like, oh, let's just cut the video and I'll show you guys when it's all good or when I know everything's going to work. But here we are with, just trying it without. It's looking for the wrong file. That's not even the right name. I gave it the wrong name. It's not going to find it. It's not PIE either. This is a mess when you're trying to use voice 2 and you're trying to do these surgical things. Sometimes it shows the limitations, right? What a mess this is. This may be one of those things that I just got to take back to my desk, sit down, maybe, really look at things and get a nice fresh slate, export all of the fresh eyes stuff, separate it from the Hermes stuff, and get something brand new and fresh. And I think I'm going to have like a separate Hermes folder and like open it into like, here's your Hermes stuff. And then right outside of that is going to be like, okay, here is the root directory for all of our stuff. So all of it's going to be right there and available to the Hermes agent to manipulate as it pleases. And then the Git will be saved. Shootsers. That actually makes things kind of weird because I would want to save things like per project basically. But sometimes I'd be working on multiple projects within like my whole like harness idea. So I'm not sure how I want to implement this yet. I'm not sure how I want to implement this. Yeah, I should have gave it better instructions. So this is bad. Let me just change it. I gave you bad instructions. Just use the session search to figure out what I'm talking about. Like, why make it go around and around? Like, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to try to stop it, catch it from wasting tokens, catch it from wasting time. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I used to just like let it, like, oh, I don't want to mess it up. It's like, no, bro. Just stop the dang thing from processing the tokens and processing something stupid. Save the water, save the time. Stop all the crap. Like, okay, again, pi, I said stop. I literally said stop. Oh, shoot. It was doing fine, but it was looking for still the wrong thing. No, brother. No. Everything's screwed. We're screwed. We're done. It's over. This one might have to be like back at the workstation type of thing. Like, man, this is a mess. I let this get too out of hand. I trusted it to do too many things and now it's all screwed up, and now I got my project all twisted and tangled, and I gotta try to like uncross all my wires and get things back isolated again. I gotta try to like brainstorm about how we can basically prevent this from happening again. What would be a better approach? I think it's just going to be basically using Git, obviously, and then using like the problem is Hermes wasn't part of this project, so anytime we were making changes to Hermes, the changes weren't being saved, and that's the problem. So now I don't think we can really go back very easily. Let's see. What a mess, man. I think this might be a desktop thing. I don't know that I could fix this here, but it's just so cumbersome. Such a pain. I don't know that it's worth fixing it here. Yeah, I don't like this error that I'm getting. I'm not sure where the error is originating from. I'm not sure if it's from the source code of the Hermes agent or if it's somewhere else, if it's part of the script that we made. We're gonna have to go through the session search and like do a little bit of searching there maybe. And then it's like really slow, so it takes forever. So maybe it's not even worth doing all that to figure out exactly where we went wrong. Maybe it's better to just like restart fresh. I think that's kind of what I want to do. I'm going to extract. I'm going to extract all of my. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I plan to extract like like fresh eyes. I'm going to extract like all the relevant documents, all the documents that are necessary for like the structure of the project, and just export that into a new folder. And then I'm basically going to like wipe anything else that's left over that's not needed. And then I'm going to wipe Hermes completely off the drive. And then I'm going to just like start fresh with a brand new directory exactly where I want it, with like the fresh eyes and the Hermes agent like source files all combined into a get area together. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but I'm still working on it. Maybe what I'll do is I'll have personal projects in there for now, and maybe I'll still upload them to online, but they'll just be personal projects that I don't suspect anybody would want to steal from me anyway, so they can still be posted online. Who cares? And then once I start adding more personal stuff, I can open up a brand new. I can branch that like into like my personal branch or something like that, and have like my tutorial branch. So like like a tutorial branch, and then like my personal branch or something like that, and then I can differentiate between like personal files and things like that, and then everything will be together. Hermes will be able to make changes to its files. If we make some type of mistakes, we should be able to easily go back. I really don't think the get status is correct right now, or I mean like I don't think the Hermes source code is loaded up into Git, and I think the problem may be originating from there. I can't 100% for sure trace where it is, but I'm assuming that that's where it's coming from. And so if it's coming from there, I don't suspect that those are backed up on Git, and I don't really feel like looking, so we can't really, just easily go back. So if we, at least at first glance. So I may try to just do that as a backup option later. I think, but I feel like it might be a limitation that it's not like all in the same folder, and it's not getting backed up to Git properly, but I'm not sure. I have to look into it. But I think maybe restructuring might be the best move going forward. A better, more clear restructure, so we have a less of a chance of things like this happening again, and we have a better chance of fixing problems like this in the future. So maybe that's what we'll do. So unfortunately, take two of can I get voice set up on my Hermes agent on my Android phone on the second take. That was a failure. And here, this is part two, as we kind of had a little pause in the video for a quick bathroom break. But unfortunately, take two was unsuccessful. But you know what they say, if at first you don't succeed, try again. So here we are trying again. Probably, hopefully, the next time you see me, it will be implemented, which I don't think that would be a good solution. I think the next time you see me, we'll be working on this again, maybe, or a different feature, potentially, if I get sidetracked, or something more important comes up. But hopefully you'll see me working on this feature again, but this time with everything organized, ready to go, and in a better, more suitable format that allows us to iterate, make changes, save, go back in time, and not deal with any of this stuff if any mistakes are made. Like, we can just fool around and break things and not worry about anything, and just get back really quick. But also, hopefully by that time, we'll be able to implement this TTS feature much faster, because man, has this been quite the headache. And then with all of the information being scattered across sessions, and I'm not even using my normal memory AI agent, which I kind of wish that I was. who usually keeps track of information from session to session for me. I don't know if it's better, but sometimes it feels more robust than the built-in Hermes memory. Anywho, lots of things. It's just I still need to work on the boot process, and it's a little bit slower. Every time you start, you want to work on the TTS. You got to boot the agent. We got to work on creating a command that boots the agent instead, so you can just start Hermes with your agent on your previous state, etc., etc. So there's a lot of implementations that we still can work on, polish, improve, and things like that. But so far, TTS right now is proving to be our hurdle, and I want to get that. I want to get that feature implemented so we can have much smoother communication and faster iteration over projects. So anyway, stay tuned for the next one when we, come back, and hopefully things are a little bit more organized for us to try to solve this TTS issue. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.